Preacher curls, where you got to go see the priest first.
Well, we've got that.
Here I am. So it's practically named after me. But I personally find, only because I'm shorter, I prefer to stand and do them, because back in the old days we never had ones with seats. We just used to have a pad like this bolted to the floor. So just because my arms are shorter, I just prefer to stand and squat. I find if I sit, it puts my arms like this.
Yeah. So
my arms go there and I get more pull on my delt. So if I stand up, I just feel like I'm in a better position. But everyone's different. If you're taller and you've got that longer limb, you can sit down more. But if you're shorter like me, I just prefer to stand. Because like I said, if I sit, then my arm goes that way. It doesn't really go down on the pad. And then it's just down and up. And with them too, like some, if you don't have this and you use a bar, you can use like generally an easy curl bar. Some people go wider, some go closer, but
we'll actually get an easy curl bar for you. So we'll just show you to do it on the leverage first, and then we'll bring across.
You know, people say speed, don't go fast, don't go slow, just a good squeeze and then down.
Okay.
And I don't go all the way where I'm stretching my arm there. I always have just a tiny little bend in it, so it's just like there.
So you don't fully extend.
No, I don't go like where I'm like all the way now.
And is that for?
I just find safety reasons when I used to go heavier. I just found if you extend your arm all the way, it just feels like it's might tear a bicep. Plus I just feel like just keeping that little bit of tension there.
Yep.
Rather than going all the way.
And how far do you go up?
As far as you can. As far as you can squeeze it up till it's fully flexed. But don't go up to the point where you're gonna go and bring your arm off. Just bring it up till you can contract. If you start doing that, then you're using your front delt. So yeah, just till it's fully contracted. Have you got the bar there, please?
Okay. Well, before we go on to that,
on the bar.
So, what would your recommended rep range for preacher curls be?
I used to do, because I used to use them as a mass one as well, anywhere from like 6 to 8 if I went heavy. You can, like I said, do variations too, where if you got a bench like this, you can move it and put like in front of a cable machine.
Yep.
Then if I was using cables, 10 to 15. But if I'm using like actual weight itself, basic, or two, if you've got the bench like this, like you can use the bar, or you can get dumbbells as well. Anything like the basic weights, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Cables, like I said, 10 to 15.
And how many sets?
Well, I probably warm up with about 2 or 3, and again, my warm-up sets, I still squeeze them and get the blood there. So the actual, I wouldn't say they're working sets, but you still get a good pump and you can feel it. But probably like 4 to 5 actual working sets, and like I said, maybe 2 or 3 just warming up, but I don't count them as the actual. So it'd be like 5 actual sets.
And I guess you might laugh at this question.
No, it doesn't build peak.
Yeah, well, it's gonna. Well, what part of the bicep is it working, or you just?
Well, it just works your whole bicep. People always used to say, if you do preacher curl, it'll give you a peak, but peaks on biceps are genetic. So if you don't have a peak, doing this, doing that won't. If you injected oil in your arm, you might get a peak. But
well, there you go.
Some people have like a Robbie Robinson big peak. Some have a longer. Like, you know, you'd see people over the years say, like, when the magazines would say, do preachers and get a peak, and you see someone like Kevin Leverone, who has a good bicep, but it's not a peaky one. You figured after all the years he did preacher, he would have had a big peak on it by now. So peaks and that are just, like I said, it's even like your bicep. Someone asked me the other day, what gives your bicep thickness? It's just genetics. It's like, you know, some people have a thinner bicep, some have that real, like Arnold's, you look at his arm this way, his biceps really thick like that. So That's all just genetics. No amount of doing any funny type of movement on an angle is gonna, like, you know, back in the old days people say if you do this back exercise or bring your lats down lower, it's like if your lats are joined here, they're not gonna rejoin down lower, so you only do with what you got. So.
And what about elbow position? That's another question that we were asked.
I would just have it like that. Like, don't have them like that. Just have it just there. Just, you're pretty much straight.
Yeah.
You wouldn't turn them out or turn them in. Just, you know, sometimes people say, like on exercises, turn it out, turn it in. But even me, like, to me that feels normal. But if you're, like I said, everyone's different. When you lean over a bench, your arm might be kicked out a little bit that way.
Yep.
And if you try and turn it in, you might feel pressure in your shoulder. Yep. So whatever just feels naturally, if that feels natural for you and you get a good thing, do it there. Don't try and fight your body where it's naturally going to go.